This is garthrs, the tireless adventurer. Okay, initially I got a few requests that I don't want to think. I don't want the individuals to think they were being ignored or blowed off. I just wanted to get a little bit established before I started doing how-tos on, farming and whatnot. So now that we've got the basement somewhat secure and the house somewhat built, not really furnished yet. And by the way, I am still taking recommendations on how to furnish my house. I have a whole lot of wool and a whole lot of trees around or whatever, so I got plenty of assets. As you can see, I got some cactus farming going. I'll walk you guys through that here in a second, but first let me show you what I've done downstairs. First of all, I lit the crap out of this. There shouldn't be a dark spot anywhere. A lot of lighting, a lot of lighting. And I began my layout for this room. Right there it is. I just fell down the hole, in case you were not watching. So now I'm going to go all the way back around this way and pretend like that never happened, and we will never ever speak of it again. Excellent. Okay. So, as you can see, I have lit the crap out of this, squared it off. I have no interest in these coal here unless there's diamonds behind it. But as you can see by my Y at 54.6, I'm nowhere near diamonds. So let's just pretend that there's no diamonds anywhere up there, and we'll move on. I got all these torches here because once I start taking out this green cobble, there's going to be a lot of voids, and I don't want there to be any voids whatsoever that are unlit. And these spammed torches will ensure that. Now down here, I have a single channel. You can't do a standard monster trap with spiders because they're only one tall. So in order to smother them, we have to get them in the channel but not let them out. So a 1x1 square is what we're left with, which pretty much spiders can't fit through. They can fit through, I believe they can fit through one wide and two across, but I could be wrong. But we're going to figure that out together, the two of us. So let's go upstairs and get some glass, and we'll while the night away building the perfect monster trap. And I'm stuck. Okay, now I'm not stuck. I'm uncoordinated. I'm sure, as you can remember from my numerous videos, I am not really super good at jumping. Please don't laugh. I'm very sensitive about it. Sometimes I cry at night. Other times, I just kind of laugh it off and pretend like nothing happens. But I really am kind of sensitive about it. All you other people who are really bad at jumping, feel free to drop me a comment. Solidarity and all that. Super lit up. Okay. So first things first, we are going to build us a monster trap. Now the first thing I did when I put this all together was square off the cabin, or the dungeon, to make sure that everything was good to go. There were no holes, places for the monsters to get out, which worked out for me because I found a little bit of a cavern. I got super excited. I was like, alright, awesome, more video footage. But it turned out it was just like a closet cavern. There wasn't really even anything worth looking at in there. Alright, I think you'll notice there's two holes up here. What I did after I rounded it out is I dug up bloop, 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 bloop up here. And I dug this out right here. This is important because I'm going to leave all those torches in there until I set the trap. And quite effectively, mind you, I will remove all them torches after I've sealed it up. And you say, how are you going to do that, Garth? And I'll say, magic. It's some straight up David Copperfield stuff. Now, if a spider spawns and kills me, I want to say for the record, and yes, there is actually a record this time because I'm recording, I'm an idiot. Alright, I got that. Let's get out of here. You're like, how are you going to get your stuff? And I'm like, I'm going to show you. Give me a second. Gosh, get off my back. Always freaking nagging. Okay. Now that that's done with, come up here. Oh, I need to go down here first. Let's build us right here a forever water pit. Okay, 2 by 2. You put your first bucket there, second bucket there, boom, infinite water source. And you're like, holy crap, dude, I never even thought of that. And I'm like, I know. That's because I'm Garth, and you're not. No need to be jealous. There's a lot of people in the world who aren't Garth. So we come up here, and we're going to have to fill these in behind us. Just like this. We dig them out the rest of the way, and then we put a block back here, and then we put this, and then we put a block here, and then we put this, and then we put a block here, and then we put this. Alright, you see it, it's washing away that stuff, but I have to make sure I don't let spiders out. You hear that chicken? That chicken is dying a horrible death somewhere. Oh, that's so sweet. Victory! Okay. Hopefully, those spiders can make it down that hole. If not, well, I will be embarrassed. But anywho, I hear them splash around in there because they're all sassy. They think they're somebody special. So I'll put that there, that there, that there, that there, and that there, and that there. So we should have 100%. Let me make sure. I need one more. Alright. I need one more bucket of water. But since I got it here, I'll go ahead and fill up all 3. I haven't seen anybody die a horrible death yet, but that doesn't mean they're not gonna. And you see all my goods are right there in that. I got all my torches back and all my cobble and all that nonsense. Right there. We may have to improvise and build a better mousetrap, as it were. Okay. So, now, every square inch of the dungeon floor has been filled with water. And you see there's 42,397 spiders right there waiting to eat my face. But because they can't come through one wide, they're just kind of jumping up and down. So what I could do, I guess, to make life suck for them, is go down here and see if they follow. Let's dig us down a little bit here so we can torment them. You think that sounds like a good idea? I do. Alright, they don't look like they're coming down, which is super bad news for me, because now I look stupid. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break that water. I'm going to break that. I'm going to break that. And then I'm going to put this back. As you can see what I'm doing, I'm giving them a place to stand that is... You hear him drowning? Oh, it's so happy. Alright, so anyway, now that they can actually stand there, they're going to die a horribly painful death at the hands of oxygen deprivation. Oh. That's awesome. That actually works out super duper well. So let's go down and see what our booty is. Now you notice before I did all this nonsense, oh man, please don't. Please don't not come. That would suck. Well, I guess not horribly so, because I could always put source blocks right there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do source blocks right there. Shut your mouth. Source blocks. For the win. Get out of the way. I may have to go through here and crack 2 all the way down, which is going to really suck. Long and drawn out. Why can't things just be simple? I hate you. I hate all spiders. So, long of the short, Garth is a boob. Alright, so there's those. I'll clean this up off camera. I'll show you guys what I did next time. While I got some time, let's go out and see what I did during the day. Well, first things first, I realized that I am not indeed as far away from spawn as I thought. Whilst I was cactusing up my pit here, I got blowed up by a creeper, and he sent me flying all the way back to spawn, which made me sad. But then when I realized I was like just over the hill away from my spawn, I kind of felt stupid because I was all like, I don't want to go so far because I'm on my spawn, far, far, far. Whatever. Anyway, there's several kinds of cactus farms that I do. There's this one, which I put in a little X with a little block there in the middle. As the cactus grows up, it doesn't have room here because it takes up like 1.5, and it doesn't have room, so it pops off and it'll pop into the water here. This design has one dead spot right there. Do you see that? Is it just now morning or something? Wow, I timed that perfectly. Oh, that's pretty cool. So anyway, this is the only dead spot in here. It'll pop off, come down here, and there we go. Now remember what I told you about water. Not counting the source blocks, it rolls 7. So I put my source block right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it drops down into here, and I have a source block here and here, which pushes everything down to the center. And that's where I collect it, and then I'll go on my merry way. Now this is the second kind of build. I have 2 source blocks. Runs source plus 7 blocks right there, and I just staggered these like that. The only downside with this one is sometimes it'll pop back off onto this and hit this. Make sure there's no creepers coming up on me. I learned my lesson. But it'll pop back over, hit this, and then land back on the cactus, and the cactus destroys its own spawn as it would. But this is a fairly effective design, and you can run these pretty much every 7. You just step down 1, step down 1, step down 1, step down 1, and you're good to go. And you can just do all that with 2 source blocks of water. But it takes up a lot of space. Just make sure, I've seen a lot of people put torches like right there. If you put a torch right there, this cactus can't grow up because there's a torch in the way, and it will never grow up. It will never grow up and move out, which is what we want of our cactuses. The cacti, the cactuses. Cactuses. Alright, creeper blowed up here. This is not the one that killed me down in this hole. But if you want to know how to build the cactus pit, let me know, and I'll let you know if it works. Right now, all I've gotten out of it is an egg and a feather. So, I don't really think it's too productive. But it was fun to build, so I guess that's all that matters. That's just a little bit. I'll clean this spider dungeon up off camera and give you guys an update next time. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you not laughing at me, and just want to let you know for the record, I love Minecraft.